Hello, welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy Challenge Save with Siena. If you like these kind of videos, be sure to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. Really does help me out a lot, especially since we've seen our youth intake preview. And I think there's more negatives than positives, but we're going to go through it anyway. We are not going to be short of centre backs in the next intake. There are going to be a lot of wingers, and one of the wingers looks like a very handy prospect. We also have a striker who could be a fine prospect. The winger in question is a right winger from Siena, and he's called the Eye. And this is also a terrific group of players coming through, and has the potential to be a real golden generation. Like, literally every single intake we have at this point it's amazing if it isn't a potential golden generation, let's be honest. We have no defensive midfielders come through. Attacking midfielders are not going to be easy to find, which is fine. The latter one. Defensive midfielders are a little disappointed about, gotta be honest. We've got no wing backs. Most of the goalkeepers don't look like they're going to be good. The fullbacks are also not great. Most of the centre backs look like they will not even make the grade. And the wide midfielders do not look like great prospects. So, is there anything that wasn't brought up? I don't think there was anything that wasn't brought up here. So, a little disappointed with some of the stuff we got here. But honestly, it's not the end of the world. Also, one more thing before we go into the games that we've had since we last met. We've got a new wonder kid. So my surprise, Francisco Corella of all people has now become a wonder kid. I don't know when this happened. I don't know why this has happened. But he has become a wonder kid. No bloody clue how it's happened. But in all honesty, I will take this. He is a winger that can play on all positions in the left-hand side, and that's exciting. I'm just a little surprised that he doesn't like running with the ball. He's only started twice this year, but he's got 2 goals and 2 assists. But the fact he's now a wonder kid is pretty impressive. So that's kind of exciting. He's only 2 games away from 100 appearances for us too, even if he's only got 9 goals. I mean, he's gone from the bench a lot of times, so that probably explains his goal tally. But even so, that's exciting. Still, let's talk about the games we've had since we last met. So the first game we had was at home against Sassuolo, and their goalkeeper decided to turn up and actually stop us. So that was slightly disappointing, and we couldn't do much about it. So yes, a 0-0 draw against Sassuolo, a game that I honestly think we should have won, especially with the XG being in our favour. The next game, however, we took on Calgary, and we won 2-0 after the second he gets the opening goal of the game with that header. Well, literally just in the second half, as it starts, we get a goal. Di Luigi intercepts the pass and finds Eifrad, who scores to make it 2-0. 46 minutes in, that was enough. And we have all 3 points against a team that we've actually struggled against in recent times. So I would 100% take this any day of the week. And the fact we also dominated Calgary in such a manner is really impressive. And it made me think, this is a really good team now. Goodness me. The next match we had was against Cremonese, and we went behind here inside 20 minutes. Francisco Dai involved in both the goals. So Torini gets the opening goal, 1-0 to them. And I was thinking, oh my god, we're behind. I guess a team that's bottom of the table that's got no wins yet. But we equalise. Mapelli has a shot blocked. Ayalus goes for goal, and Castelluzzo is not going to get to that, unfortunately for him. And then we go ahead in the 69th minute of the game. Interception again. Margielsa finds Eifrad. Mapelli does that. He's injured as well, but he comes off, and he has that moment before he goes off. I was on very attacking for most of this game, I will be honest, because I was desperate to win this game. I might have forgotten to turn it off, and Berry scores the equalising goal. Yeah, 76 minutes. Then, in the 94th minute of the game, we get ourselves back in front. Francisco Corella plays across to Eifrad, who scores to make it 3-2. And then a minute later, we score a 4th. Yes, we seem to decide to actually want to do it. Corella, after getting assist last time out, has got a goal. So yes, the man who is now our wonder kid, our 4th ever wonder kid to come from our academy, gets a golden assist from the bench. So it was really good stuff. It really was. I was happy about it because, well, one, we just beaten a team 4-2. And it was actually the first win we've had this year where we've actually considered the goal in a game. That was a thing I've never noticed was a thing until this happened. So at least we can win after going behind. And I've had that our goalkeeper on loan to them had a 6.8 despite conceding 4 goals. Tells me he's been pretty good this year. So the poor soul playing for a team that's got no wins in the first God knows how many games this year. Poor soul. The next match we had was against Roma in the Coppa Italia 4th quarterfinal round, and we almost didn't win this, but Corella intercepts a pass and finds Eifrad to make it 1-0 inside 89 minutes. That was literally the only goal. Yeah, the fact that we had to take a goal after intercepting the back pass at the back for them says a lot. Roma are top in their division quite comfortably, so they should be back in Serie A next year, unless they have a colossal failure because they lost to us and can't handle the fact they lost to us. But it took us 89 minutes to get this winner. I would have liked it to happen earlier, but we were such a dominant team in this game that I'm not concerned by what happened. It just meant that we had to be a bit more patient, and I can be patient when I need to be, as long as we get the winning goal eventually, right? Also, it was my birthday, so thank you for the birthday gift. Gotta be honest though, next game at home to Parma, I was expecting to do well. I wasn't expecting to go behind against a team in a relegation fight again, and that was a very good finish, so 1-0 to them. We do equalise in the 18th minute of the game, so I'm thinking, okay, we've got ourselves an equaliser, we should kick on from here and win this, right? Right? No, we concede a goal in the 55th minute of the game, just a long ball over the top. Tony gets there first, and he scores. I was a bit shocked, I'll be honest with you. I thought, oh, we can't be losing to the Parma of all teams. And this is a team that's, what, new promoted as well? But we do get an equaliser. Di Luigi finds eye for it, and it's 2-2. A good finish, but we can only draw against them. Also, despite the fact we missed a penalty and had a man sent off. So yeah, we missed a penalty. Calandra's starting to pick up a really bad habit of missing penalties this year. I might actually have to take him off pens if this continues, because he's missed this penalty. And also, Lenzi got sent off. And I was a little shocked, because I was looking at my tactics, wondering what on earth's going on. Next thing I know, Lenzi's going to do a free kick, and he gets given a straight red for that tackle. He just come off on the bench too, and we were losing here. So I was honestly getting more panicked about the fact we could be about to lose to Parma, and then Ifrit gets that equalising goal. So turns out, very attacking can get you goals. It just leaves you a bit exposed at times. But we weren't very attacking for the equalising goal, or the goal that they scored against us. So I don't know. Am I meant to be concerned by the fact that we're conceding goals when we don't need to be against some of the weaker teams, but we can score goals with this very attacking thing? Let me know in the comments below, please. I'm actually curious to hear your response to this one. The next game we had against Bari was much more routine, though. It took us until the 14th minute of the game to get this, but Mapali gets the opening goal, 1-0 here. I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is good, we're doing well. I wasn't expecting my team to suddenly kick on and get another 2 goals. So Obot plays it across to Viatina, who comes on the bench. So Viatina's coming from the bench, because I thought I need to rest some players or let players to do this. Then Viatina gets a chance like this. He dinks the keeper. It's a good finish, but he was given so much time and space because the ball, we just hit them on the counter. Literally hit Bari on the counter. We win 3-0, and this was honestly the best result we've had for a while. When we win, sometimes it's pretty big. Sometimes we don't win so big anymore, but I don't mind as long as we win. We're on a really good run of form at the moment. We really are. And what made this even better was the fact we beat Bologna in the next match. Calandra missed another penalty, but thankfully this time, someone's there to pick up the pieces in John Bot, and Calandra's missed 2 penalties. The thing is, he's not even doing badly. It's just he's not taking his chances on the spot. If he scores his penalties, we should be doing much better in certain games, but the Parma game is the only one that's really looking like a bit of a mistake right now, but this is the last game we had before we had a youth intake preview, and we've just beaten Bologna. We haven't beaten Bologna in ages. And what this has done for us, with 5 wins in the last 6 matches, has suddenly decided to say, oh, by the way, we're looking like a title challenging side. I know it's 15 games in. That's something I will acknowledge. It's a bit too early to say title challengers, because even I can say that much, because I'm not stupid to acknowledge that we're going to be title challengers. We're 1 point behind Juventus, who have got a game in hand. So, maybe not title challengers, but European football challengers? Chasers? One of the two? I think we can chase for Europe. I honestly do. Also, I love Udinese this year. They've lost 4 times. When they lose by 3 goals or more. They've lost 5-0 twice, 4-0 once, 3-0 once. But they are winning games. And they're a team that, when they win, they do well. They are very consistent. They have clean sheets a lot of times. When they lose in spectacular fashion. It's beautiful. I love it sometimes. But Bologna starting to have a bad moment is interesting. Inter Milan have lost 3 of the last 5 matches. They actually lost 4 in a row at one point. So technically, they've lost 5 and 6 at one stage, which is remarkable. Looking at that. Genoa's starting to pick up the pace. But we are the informed side at the moment. We've got the most points in the last 5 matches. Even Juventus have got less points than us by 1 point, admittedly. But we've had more points than Juventus in the last 5 matches. So that's a thing. We've got Benevento next, who have dropped to 4th. but are still 1 point behind Juventus, having drawn the last 3 matches and lost the game after that as well. Yeah, some of the things they've not taken points against is a bit embarrassing, but Juventus beat them 3-0, and yeah, I think it's hit their confidence a little bit. Also, I want to look at this. We are top of the XG chart with the points. We've got the most points in XG, but we've got the same amount of points in the XG as we do in the table by less than 0.8, so technically we are correct, but we're down in third. Somehow, we're performing so well that the league is, that we're actually having the best XG in the league. And it's remarkable. We've only considered 10 goals in these XGs. We've got 2 more goals scored. Yet despite that, okay, we move ahead just a bit. One more one we should have done in XG. But despite that, we would be top if it wasn't for the fact Juventus were actually outperforming the XG. It's silly, I know, but it's ridiculous and I love it. We take a Benevento today. If we win, we generally have a good chance of getting into Europe, as I just look at the players that are being cancelled. Oh, for goodness. Didn't I tell them not to take these players? Crying out loud. Okay, we're going to sort this out. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so I've realised I can't actually have many changes as I want, which is a bit disappointing. So we're going to go for the game anyway. Rossi's on the bench. He's also leaving us in the beginning of the transfer window, so that's something. We're taking a Benevento. This is the line we're going for with Viatina, Margiotta, Polino, Brunet, Corella. Yes, Corella's starting because Di Luigi is suspended. Ailu is the DM. Calandra and Desegni are playing as the Mazzalas. Yes, I've gone for the double Mazzala midfield. It just works for whatever reason. Viatina bot in the wings. Ifrat up front. So yes, we're going to do this. I genuinely believe we can do this. Benevento beat us twice last year, by the way. I haven't really talked about this, but that's something I want to make right. And we're going to do this. This is how I've been doing these instructions. I only go for these. I don't like the tight marking. I don't think it works. But I think this works for whatever reason. Everything else works. And going for the front 6 feels like it actually works a lot more. But yeah, we've gone for double Mazzala. And this technique, I realized I could actually play it as the Mazzala on attack. And then I looked at Calandra's best role. And it is literally the Mazzala on support. So I decided, you know what? Screw it. We'll do it. We'll do it. See what happens here. I could make a deep line playmaker or ball winning defender, but I don't want to get in centre every week. So, I don't know. I just got to think about this. Do I just play the players to their strengths or not? I have no idea. But what we're going to do is see how this works. Corella plays as a complete wing back when he's in the left back position because it's his best role. I'm just looking at this and saying, can I play these players to their best strengths? Yes or no? And if it's a yes and it works in the system, then I'll do it. So, it just works for me. It really does. So anyway, what we're going to do is see how we do against Benevento, shall we? Let's get going. They have a chance. Maybe the play in the middle. Brunet gets the ball away, but they have the ball still. Our home record, I feel, is not as strong as our away record, which is a disappointing thing. And oh my days, they beat us twice last year. I don't want to lose this game against the team I'm starting to think is our biggest rival. Also, I have my wingers man marking or tight marking their fullbacks, because I think it works, but whether it does or doesn't, I don't know. Spal being Napoli 4-0 is a bit shocked, though. I'm going to be honest. So they have a throw. I'm concerned that we're going to make a mistake here, and that, for me, is not ideal, as Mai's on the ball. Polidori on the ball. Mai. Pedro. I mean, considering that Benevento have not won in 5, we should be winning this game, but no, my love. This is the game we'll lose because we lost against them twice last year. Again, especially with penalty decisions against us like this. That's blatant penalty. I can't even complain. If he doesn't give the penalty for this, I'll be shocked. I really would be. That is so blatant that I can't even be upset about the fact that it's been given. I can be upset with the fact that he's given away the penalty, but that's more on the player than anything else. And Bardelli does score. So we are behind against Benevento, who always seem to do well against me. 2 times they've beaten us last year. We're going to go attacking, and we're going to, well, I can't vote the team, but we're going to attacking. Disappointing start into this game. Halfway through almost, then we're 1-0 down. They got a free kick. And Mai's taken it. I don't know what's happened here. They've scored again. So, very attacking's not worked for me this time. And I am disappointed. It feels like, for whatever reason, we're just not turning up against Benevento. They just have our number. For whatever reason, they just seem to know how to beat us. Also, their goalkeeper is that wonder kid I talked about before. They bought him, and now he's doing really well for them. So annoying. They have a chance again. This could be embarrassing if they got it third. We lost 2-0 to Juventus, But this is not a Juventus level team. So this is what's so frustrating about this result at the moment as things stand. We are not a bad team. They are not amazing. But we're letting them be like Juventus right now. We haven't lost since that game against Juventus. So maybe this has been coming. But I mean, I have actually had to rescue a few results from the depth of defeat, from the jaws of defeat. But this still hurts. And yes, MacLeod again, the penalty did not help us in the slices. But even so, we got a corner. Please at least have a chance to score. There we go. We got a goal. Brunette's got a goal. At least we can score. We've got something. Can we get an equalizer? I doubt we can. But it'd be great if we could. I just click. Why is it that whenever I click on something, I need to turn it off. But Brunette scores. Goal back. If we get an equalizer, this would be great. Really great. And there's a highlight immediately. If we get an equalizer, this might be the greatest comeback we've had for a while, but I don't want to have to come back from behind. I want to be winning games, I don't want to... Oh my god, we got the ball back. Luciero on the ball. If we come back from behind here, he's going to go by himself. He's gone... Oh, why didn't he pass? I don't know what to say. Apart from the fact that the penalty changed everything, and we just didn't defend set pieces, apparently. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. We lose 2-1. Our first straight defeat against Benevento, who I just wish we could beat. Can we not lose to this team anymore, please? I just want to beat Benevento, who gone top of the table. That could hurt us charged in European football, but okay. At least we're not Napoli losing to Spal 4-0 away from home, because that's just awkward. And they have just 3 points cleared the relegation zone right now. And Fiorentina are in the relegation zone, so could Napoli or Fiorentina go down? Who knows? Also, it's our first defeat in 13, so I guess it has been coming. It's just disappointing we lost, Also, I had to give Walter De Segni a new contract because I was getting concerned he might leave us. He's got a 5-year deal. I think he's one of our best players now, and I think going forward he should be one of our leading stars of the future. He's already a Serie A player at the age of 18, and given he just turned 18 last week, it made sense to finally give him a 5-year deal, which was not available beforehand because before I could only give him a 3-year deal, and that was concerning to me. But yes, Walter De Segni on a 5-year deal for us. Good times ahead of us, surely. And results are coming through for the other games. Juventus do take top spot back after beating Frosinone by 2-0. Lazio go above us by winning 2-1. Inter Milan also win thanks to an own goal, so they are back in 7th place. A game in hand on us, but 2 points behind. So between us and Atalanta, we're going to drop out of the Champions League places. I would love to be able to stay in the Champions League this year, but I just don't see it happening. Also, Cremonense, poor souls, look destined to be rock bottom this year, having taken no wins in the first 15 matches. And their game in hand is probably not kind to me either. So, yay. Winter break's coming up. We are going to be back for... Well, I might actually be back for this double header. Do Napoli and Juventus in the first Coppa Italia round. And the Italian Super Cup against Juventus. Because we then have Napoli again. And we've got Inter in between. This is a horrible January. Why have we been cursed with this? Do they FM gods hate us so much? Actually, probably yes, but who cares about that? Either way, what we're going to do, though, is end this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys like and share this video. And that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me a lot. But anyway, until next time, goodbye and, well, good night.